We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka skoosmash. You gave me the ooshka smooaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshka smooash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshka smooash.
So, Orlando Brown just added his voice to the chorus speaking out against Diddy. And let me tell you, it's not a pretty picture. His words about Diddy are far from flattering, and even though we've heard similar stories before, it still hits hard when someone opens up about their negative experiences with him. But before we dive into Orlando's revelations about Diddy, can we pause for a moment to talk about Sloan Bella, the psychic? She actually predicted Diddy's downfall before Cassie even filed her lawsuit. It's kind of mind-blowing how she called it out right down to the timing, suggesting he'd be exposed around the anniversary of Kim Porter's passing.
So her death date was November 15th of 2018, but I'm being shown November of 2023. I don't think we're done with this. I feel she's shaking her head yes. Before she stare at me, then she wait, and now she's shaking her head yes. I am being shown that things are being prepared. She is showing me a trumpet. People are standing straight up.
She also claimed that Diddy was going to get exposed for ritualistic SA of young men in the industry.
But ask yourself why there's such a predominance of, quote, gay behavior. Because it's not gay behavior. That's not what we're talking about. There are gay people, but what we're talking about here is ritualistic deviancy used to harness energy of a human being. We are being harnessed, not me, not you, but the people that he's dealing with, and she became privy to this.
Yeah, it's creepy how many of Sloan Bella's predictions have actually planned out. Now it seems like the part about Diddy allegedly harming young men is also unfolding. Lil Rob filed his lawsuit in February, claiming that Diddy allegedly victimized him. Well, Orlando Brown is stepping forward as one of the few men brave enough to claim that Diddy may have harmed them, and it's understandable why so few have spoken out. Diddy's status as a powerful figure in the industry makes him someone most people are reluctant to confront. Not to mention the stigma male survivors of such experiences often face. But Orlando seems to be letting go of the shame and speaking out about what he alleges Diddy did to him when he was younger, including allegedly introducing him to drugs. Orlando rose to fame in the late 90s and early 2000s. His breakout role was as Eddie Thomas on That's So Raven. At the time, he was a pretty big deal with a promising career ahead. Unfortunately, things took a downturn for him after the show ended. We were really rooting for Orlando to branch out beyond Disney and make a splash into the broader entertainment world. Unfortunately, it seems like his career hit a wall after That's So Raven. Even when he tried to switch it up and pursue a rap career, it just didn't take off, and things kind of fizzled out for him. Then came the troubles. Instead of making headlines for his work, Orlando found himself constantly in the news for legal issues. It all started back in 2007, shortly after That's So Raven ended, with a arrest in Houston, Texas. And that was just the beginning of his legal woes. In 2011, he got arrested for a DUI, further complicating matters. From there, it seemed like Orlando couldn't catch a break. It was like a downward spiral, with each incident leading to more trouble. He struggled to stay out of trouble with the law, and eventually the courts had had enough. In a decisive move, a judge ordered him to spend 6 months behind bars. That didn't make a difference because in 2014, an audio leaked of Orlando threatening to unalive an unknown woman and her kids.
You, your mama, your daughter, and everybody.
Ma'am, he just said he's gonna kill my 3-year-old daughter. Can you get here?
Come outside!
Yes!
His reps immediately denied the allegations, saying that the man in the audio was not him, but he later came forward to admit that he was the one in the video. But the woman was a stalker and he was threatening her in self-defense so that she would leave him alone. He was later arrested for making death threats, but no charges were filed against him because there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute. It became increasingly obvious to observers that Orlando was struggling with substance abuse. Opinions were divided on the matter. Some sympathized, seeing him as a victim of the harsh entertainment industry from a young age. Others viewed him as a spoiled former child star who had let fame and fortune get to his head. Despite attempts to turn his life around, Orlando found it hard to break free from the cycle of addiction. While he managed to land a few gigs, they never matched the success he enjoyed during his Disney days. His legal troubles only got worse over time. In 2016, things took a darker turn when he was involved in a highly publicized altercation with his then girlfriend, resulting in his arrest on charges of DV and possession. It was another setback that landed him back in jail. At this point, it was obvious that Orlando was struggling with some intense inner battles, and eventually, his friends and family decided to intervene and take him to rehab. At first, he seemed receptive to their support and the prospect of getting clean. However, his commitment didn't last long, and he checked out of the program after just 1 week. Since it wasn't a court-mandated rehab stint, there was little anyone could do to force him to stay. As an adult, he had the right to make that decision for himself, and unfortunately, he chose to leave. As time passed, Orlando's behavior in public became increasingly erratic, suggesting that his issues ran deeper than just substance abuse. Things took a bizarre turn when he appeared on Dr. Phil and made some wild claims, including claiming that he was Michael Jackson's son. He didn't stop there, spinning a web on wild stories about being married with 4 children, but he couldn't remember their names. He also contradicted himself, claiming he didn't see his kids often, while also insisting he saw them regularly. It was a confusing and concerning display.
Full name is Orlando Brown, Prince Michael Jackson Jr. My father was Michael Jackson.
Your father was Michael Jackson. How many children do you have?
Quite a bit, but 4 that I know of.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to see them. So.
How old are your children?
My kids are 2. One is 5. One is actually 11, and the oldest is like 16 to 18.
Okay.
It's heartbreaking to witness someone's downward spiral, especially when they once shone brightly on one of Disney's most beloved shows. Orlando's descent was a stark reminder of the dangers lurking in the entertainment industry, particularly for young stars. Now, Orlando is bravely shedding light on his own experiences, and it's just heartbreaking. It seems his struggles are less about how he entered the industry at a tender age and more from alleged exploitation by older figures within it. Rumors have long swirled about the dark underbelly of channels like Disney, with whispers of child stars being taken advantage of. And let's not even get into the allegations against figures like Dan Schneider and the disturbing stories surrounding Nickelodeon. But Orlando's story hits even closer to home. Allegedly, his exploitation didn't end after he left Disney because he went through some even more depressing stuff. Remember Sloan Bella, the psychic who eerily predicted Diddy's alleged actions? Well, according to Orlando, her insights were tragically accurate. He claims that Diddy coerced him into a deeply intimate encounter that he never wanted to be a part of.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash gooshmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo.
However, at the time, a lot of people doubted his claims and dismissed him as a crackhead who was making up stories for attention, especially given Diddy's status at the time. Before the public was aware of the allegations against Diddy, Orlando's accusations seemed far-fetched to many. While there had been whispers about Diddy's sexuality, public SA allegations hadn't surfaced yet. In that same interview, Orlando hinted at a deeper, darker truth lurking within the industry, suggesting he had more to reveal but feared the consequences. He hinted at the power wielded by certain individuals, claiming that speaking out could have dire repercussions for him and those close to him.
It's really it's really Hollywood. It's really f***ed up out there. It's really f***ed up bad. And like you just be like, damn, I was just listening to that man's album. His star is on the floor and this sitting right here. Like you, unless you're not intoxicated, unless you're just, you know, you have to be really in tune with life and just notice bone structure, skin, eye color, everything. You have to be in tune and you'll be able to see it. It'll manifest itself right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But just for me to be sitting here and being like, nah, because man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids and shit. A lot of stuff that happened.
In another interview, he spoke about the secret code that people in the industry use to identify people who have allegedly been SA'd, and that things aren't always what they seem like behind the scenes.
So, you ever heard of Panda? Like I was telling you, Panda. So you got Panda Panda is a secret code for a certain thing, and so when it comes down to that certain thing, it's so. What it is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum, And if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So pretty much when you see black eyes like Blueface and, you know, like that, he got, but he didn't get where you thought he got somewhere else, okay? And so the eyes come out and they call them panda eyes. And they do this to, so you see people with these cigars and they're you know, all these big celebrities, they all have the cigar in common. That's that big thing between their legs that they're sticking in. And it's one big society of it. Now, when it comes down to the selling of the, they're shipping and trafficking and people, adults, the moms, the dads.
But that wasn't the last time he spoke about his alleged incidents with Diddy. In a recent video, he claimed that not only did Diddy allegedly SA him, but Diddy also allegedly passed him around to other men in the industry to use him, including Bow Wow, Drake, and Terrence Howard.
We made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker try to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams. What's his name?
Bro, you smashing a lot of people.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher. And
this all is so heartbreaking, and honestly, it's not surprising that Orlando has been acting out, considering the creepy things that he had to go through in the industry at the hands of people who should have been mentoring him. Fans are on Orlando's side, and they're showing support for him, saying stuff like, "I feel so bad for Orlando and all the hundreds, maybe thousands of other child actors and singers who have been used in the sick entertainment industry. He was the first person to speak out about this, and everyone labeled him crazy. He's probably doing better now because he's been vindicated, and now he can speak his truth without being made fun of." It seems like all of them got hooked on to try to forget the pain and the violation that was committed against them. And he's not mad or insane. He's been telling everyone this for years. When celebrities speak the truth, all of a sudden they are troubled, addicts, or completely off the rails. Orlando speaking his truth has the internet on fire, but y'all drop your thoughts in the comments and y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, then check out this next video.